Welcome to my 2024 Reading Wrapped. Now, your girl did a lot this year, so let's get into it. In 2024, I read about 180 books. I'm going to say about because the year is not over and your girl is still reading. So, of those 188 books, that equals about 40,885 pages. And since I was also listening to my books, that was about 303 listening hours. From my 180 books, 69 of those books were physical books, 67 of them were digital, meaning I read them on my iPhone or my iPad, and 44 of those were audiobooks. And from those 180 books, I had 3 books that I did not finish. And I think, considering the volume of books, not finishing 3 of them was pretty good. Let's talk about my type, okay? For the most part, I'm a romance girl. So about 80% of the books that I read this year, they were romance. But I also stepped into fantasy and thriller. These are going to be the authors that I read the most books from in 2024. And that list starts with Christina C. Jones because I am pretty sure I read at least 25 Christina C. Jones books in 2024. I read a lot of books by Alexandra Warren. I stepped into Gray Huffington's world at the beginning of the year, and towards the end of the year, Desiree Granger had me in a chokehold. I've read every single book that J.L. Seegers has written, and I've read a lot by Alexandria House. Bangers. These are going to be some of my favorite 5-star reads from 2024, and you can argue with yourself, but I loved all of these books. Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen, 1201 by Bella J, In the Gray by B.B. Reed, Wonder by Christina C. Jones, the Perfect Sister series by Desiree Granger, the Brotherhood series by Desiree, Demon's Dream by L. Kaysen, Restore Me by J.L. Seegers, Gliding with Fate by A.E. Valdez, Real by Kennedy Ryan. I loved all of these books all the way down. Let's talk about these buddy reads. In 2024, I had 0, and I'm hoping that number can change for 2025. So if you're down to do a buddy read and you think that we have similar interests, hit me up. IRL, these are going to be the events that I attended in real life in 2024, and that was 2. I went to Me and My Romance Friends in Dallas back in September, where I got to meet Alexandra Warren. And I also went to a book club meeting here in the DC DMV area, and I got to meet some real cool girls. But in 2025, I'm going to be in the streets. I've already gotten tickets to 3 of these book events, and I'm already looking to do some type of meetups or book meetings with girls who are in my area. And let's get into my goals for 2025. I definitely want to read at least 150 books in 2025. Now, I know that number is less than what I read this year, but I have to make, my goals attainable. This year, I was on beast mode. I'm hoping to keep that up next year, but I want to read at least 150 of them. I also want to get into reading like more fantasy, more thriller, more mystery. So please drop the Rex, okay? And I also want to be able to get some type of digital device because right now I have been reading books on my phone and on my iPad. And if you already know, having an iPad and reading the books, it's large, okay? So I need something that's bigger than my phone but smaller than my iPad. So y'all let me know if I should get a Kindle or an iPad mini. And finally, I am looking again to be in the streets. I want to meet more people. I want to do some type of meetings or meetups, especially for girls who are in the DC DMV area. And that wraps it up for 2024.